Check 1, 2, check 1. There we go. I can... Ah, oh, come on. It's one of these days, is it? Do I even have an input? Yeah, I do. PC's being weird today. Well, did it even happen? We're going to start the video in 10 minutes. But yeah, it randomly crashed, but it also didn't have my microphone available to be talked on somehow. So I disconnected the microphone, which crashed the sim. Interesting. A bunch of my USB ports have been acting up today. Hopefully we have flight controls. Hi there, Sean. Didn't delete System 32, but I did have my headset not working at all. So I decided to unplug it, which crashed the sim, of course. Why wouldn't it crash the sim? I mean, you need the microphone attached to the computer for the sim to work, don't you? Baked Beans and Toast reckons that the Earth is flat. Space is fake. Fortunately, we don't need to worry about going into space. We've only got a -8 Q400 today. Yeah, pretty much right.
Bank angle.
That's kind of real time. I think I'd rather be in the daytime. There we go. Kirby wants to go to Canberra. Sorry. We're going to Albury today, not Canberra. A vegan climate activist. Funny. Alright, we ended up on a different gate as compared to last time, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and connect Firefighter X. Unfortunately, we'd need then to move the aeroplane down to that gate that I want. Down here. And there we go. Where's my mods at today? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and emergency dump all of that out. That's cool. We have some fires about 60 and 70 miles away. Cool. It's about time for baked beans, boy, to go bye-bye for a little while. Timeout time. And here I am. Well, that was an unfortunate little random crash to start the day with. Opening her up. Thomas Tom. A lot of new names here that I'm not used to. How are you going? Beans is temporarily away. He may come back, and if he's annoying when he comes back, then he'll be permanently away. Double the audio. Cool. Hopefully that's fixed. Pop quiz, what's your favourite airport? Good question. Hi there, Toilet, how are you doing? Down in Victoria, we're pretty good with fires at the moment, apart from the Gippsland. Up near Canberra, they've had some issues, but I think they had a little bit of rain this morning, so with any luck, that's calmed everything down. Speaking of calming down, we need to go ahead and log in. Going to be Q-Link 217 Delta -8 Q400. And let's jump on board. And just before we do jump on board, I need to make sure that the weight and balances survive the crash. So reset it again, and in we go. Welcome aboard. -8 Q400, one of the greatest planes in existence. You can see a Q300's poster behind me. I am a fan. Obviously we do have the external power outside. On we go for the batteries. Alrighty, that's pretty much all the lights on.
Bank angle.
And here are the FMSs, or CDUs as we call them on this aeroplane. IRS is aligning. Having issues getting my other one going on. There we go. Good stuff. We'll accept that in. Nav data's off. Okay, back that out. YSSY. TSAT. Miles Harrison. Yep. Massive fire just out of Canberra. That is indeed the case. Okay, flight plan list for the airway. I'm just going to need the flight plan for this bit. We're going to V169. Number 12. Set. All the way into Canberra, number 4. And for Canberra, it's J42. Number 4. Into Albury, number 3. Good old YMAY set. Alrighty, let's see how much stuff we have on board today. Don't need that. Passengers 53 and a 583 bag. Check the zero fuel weight, 22. Yeah, we'll call it that. It's cool. Good old Isaac Battlefield. Yeah, some good points sometimes. Okay, alternate on the fuel. Is 465. Holding on the fuel is 203. Call it 200. Extra on the fuel, nothing. And the fuel on board should be 2477. Looks like that's correct. Cool. Let's cross fill at least the fuel in. We do need to talk to the ground before we plug in our departure. And before we do that, 126.25, good old ATIS. School hours do vary, but 9 till 3 is quite common. 8 till 3 is less common. 8:30 to 3 there is. Back where I used to go to high school, it was 7:45 in the morning till 2:45 in the morning, afternoon. Just horrendously early. Alrighty, let's grab that ATIS 126.25. It didn't come up. I'll have to read it rather than listen to it. Runways 16 left and right. Information at Golf. Doo-doo-doo. 2800 cloud. And that's few. QNH 1005. Temperature 25. Cool. Let's have a jet to the ground, 121.7.
And a push approved, Qantas 3575.
DJ Kicks, how you doing? To the ground, Q-Link 217 Delta requesting clearance to Albury.
Okay, I heard Q-Link 117 Delta. Stand by for your clearance, and other station calling, stay call sign for clearance.
To the ground, Qantas 465, ready for push.
465, push approved.
Push approved, Qantas 465.
Q-Link 117 Delta, stand by number 1.
Let's
Q-Link
grab it.
217 Delta.
217, go ahead.
Q-Link 217 Delta, you are cleared to Yankee Mike Alpha Yankee via Cordo flight planned route. Clear for departure with the Cordo transition 1016 right, 1 butters into 5000, score 4453, and departures at 124.4.
Okay, so what's up, Delta cleared to Albury via Cordo. Clear for departure, runway 16 right, initial climb 5000, score code 4453, departures 124.4, Q-Link 217 Delta.
217 Delta.
Good stuff. Let's plug in the departure. So it's flight plan and menu depart. Runway 16 right, number 3.
Sydney ground,
Clear 4.
527 Bay.
Called out.
5.
Done.
527, push approved.
Push approved, just start 527.
Drop Tessat and Cordo. Looking good there. Cool. So we'll cross feed everything. And that's come up here. Yes, I know the cliff doesn't exist anymore in real life. I'm aware. Apparently, Sydney's not aware. Lucky I have an outdated air rack, eh? Otherwise we wouldn't be able to fly it. Carry on external power. One last go at the old outdated procedure.
Sydney ground, Qantas 1611 with the information Golf, request clearance to Melbourne Block Land as well.
I'll throw them away and have a look at this outdated procedure that shouldn't be issued anymore. Not even sure if it's available on here. Probably not. Sid Southwest Jets. No, it's not there at all. Let's do what we're going to do, which is going to be the Sydney 1 departure. Initial climb 600 feet, so we start a turn slightly to the left. Heading 155. Set. Seatbelt signs need to go on. And the reset. Passengers are coming in. Let's do a outside check. And I will need to just grab, which one is it? General. Realism, go. While the passengers come on from the bus, I'm going to do a walk around. Alright, here we are. Dash 8 Q400 on the right side of the airplane. Looking down here at the tyres, just making sure there's nothing flat there. Standing up, here we have the pitot right there. Angle of attack sensor just below it. So over there. The secondary set, pitot and angle of attack sensor. Haven't done the outside external of these yet, I think. Really looking at doors, making sure they're all closed. All the propellers are in good shape. Intake is clear. I want to walk around the propeller so we won't go through it. Knock our head. To the wingtip, making sure that light area is fine. Flaps are in good condition. Down to landing gear. It's clearly a rather large landing gear. We have 2 tyres, 2 wheels, give them a good kick. And make sure there's no hydraulic fluids in here. Also make sure that there's no tags. This aircraft does do tags. If you leave them in there, you won't be able to retrieve the landing gear. Okay, to the back of the airplane we see inboard flap is fine. Strakes are in good condition. Here's the rear end of the empennage. Skid plate looks okay. APU valve at the back. General appearance of the outside. As our passengers walk inside the airplane. Up the stairs here. Look at the left-hand tyres. Both of them look to be in good shape. No struts missing. No leaks. Engine cowling seems to be in good order. Once again, we walk around and not through the middle of the prop. Flaps look okay up here. Up the front, we're looking to make sure that the black area is good. That's the anti-icing pads. There does indeed appear to be a tow bar inside the bus. So that's interesting. Good work, GSX. Very good collision detection there. Air intake looks good. Propeller is in good shape. That chick was looking at my propeller. I agree, it is a good looking propeller. And we come up here, we have the angle of attack sensor right there, pitot probe, just one of them on this side, and the static port right there. I'm happy with all those proceedings. Let's jump back in. Taronga? Yes. Named after the zoo. Alrighty, let's run a checklist. There we go, documentation's on board, batteries are on and checked, main bus tie is in, DC external is on, battery temps, battery is a +6 and +10, bus voltages are good, safety equipment is on board, smoke and goggles. Good to go. Landing gear lights, we have 3 green. Pins are with us. Engine intake doors are green. Circuit breaker. They're all in on my side. And looking good over there. Alternate gear door. Inhibit switch is latched. Just checking the gear door itself. That's good. Fire and smoke detection. Clearly going well. And with that we can turn on the APU, get it primed, ready to go. Recirc fan is on, pressurization is, let's see, it's in min. Landing altitude is going to be a little bit higher than that, about there. Everything is auto and ready to go. Got to go and put the logo light on. Okay, the emergency lights are armed. Fuel transfer is off. Quantity I'm showing 1235 in each tank. Nose wheel steering is off. FMS is set. Takeoff and departure briefing. Okay, we'll be using flaps 5 today. Our takeoff weight off the flight plan when I get it. And it's going to be 24.7. We've got pounds instead of kilograms for some reason. Let's get the correct units up. That's a bit better. 24, we'll use 119 and 123. One knot split. Those are set. We'll continue up here with the V-fry. Flaps 5 V-Fry is a 132, Lee 133 with the +1. And the V-Climb is 143, we'll call it 144. Set. How do I deal with so many tabs? Not very well. Thanks for asking. Checklist. Before start is trims, doors, passenger signs and all that stuff. We don't have the passengers borders, I think. Yeah, nope, the bus is gone. Cool. Let's get the AP going. Time does not fly when you are planking. There we go. You can cut the external power. Bleed air is in. Have they finished with the back? Sure they have not. No, they haven't. Here come the bags. Cool. We'll have to chat to the passengers while we wait for the bags to get thrown on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent. Joining me on the flight deck today is YouTube and Twitch. We'll be taking you down to Albury today as Qantaslink Flight 2217. We do welcome you on board our Dash 8 Q400. Bags are coming over from the terminal at this present moment, so we're just waiting for those to be popped on board. And once they are with us, we'll be making our way out to the runway and heading down to Albury. Just a quick look at the flight plan today. Our flight down to Albury is 1 hour and 6 minutes from takeoff to touchdown. We do hope you enjoy the flight with us on Qantaslink, and on behalf of the Qantas partners are flying with us today. Cabin crew will be coming through the aeroplane just to ensure that everything is ready for our departure. I do ask that they pay them your full attention, as there are some special safety messages that they do have for you. That said, we should be on the way shortly up to Albury. We do hope you enjoy the flight with us. Looking at the weather further on in Albury, temperature currently 24 degrees Celsius, and looks like a rather pleasant day down there. Anyway, we'll get back to you with a little bit more information once we are airborne. I'll leave you in the capable hands of our cabin crew. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure. And checking the doors. Still have that back door.
Glide slow. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Alrighty then, let's get these things on the same page. Yep, that's good to go. And brief the departure while they're doing the bags. Alright, we're going to probably taxi out straight on to Bravo 2, runway 16 right, full length. We have plenty of runway, we'll probably get airborne before the cross. V-speed today will be rotating at 119 knots. We can possibly abort even after rotation if we need to. Temperatures 25 degrees Celsius. We will put in a D rate of 85. That's 85% of D rate. Flaps will be 5 for takeoff, and we have placed the speeds in. Looking at our departure. After departure, we'll be climbing up at the V2 speed, the V-climb speed, sorry. V-climb speed is 144 knots, and we'll take a radar vector. At some point, we'll head out towards Cordo, and then as via the flight plan. Cruise altitude has been filed as 20,000 feet. We have been cleared to an altitude of 5,000. And the score code was issued 4453. That's set. Let's see how they're doing out with the bags. They are done with the bags. Cool. Before takeoff. Before start, sorry. Before start checklist, we have trims set. Little cheat trim here that I put in. Aileron trim is 0. Elevator trim is in the takeoff range. Doors, all lights are out, passenger signs are on. Cabin report, flight deck door is locked, anti-collision light goes red. APU bleed goes off for the push, and the batteries buzzes. Good to go. I'll check my side windows good. First officer's side windows is trash as usual. We're all good to go. Cabin crew, arm doors cross check. And we'll grab the push. And we do need to get rid of that ground power system. Cool, that's going. Chuck in the Unilink as well. Okay, there's a message. Albury, auto. Yep, that's looking good. 22 degrees down there. Cool. Golf. City ground, QLink 217 Delta, information Golf at gate 67, ready to push. We're not selected on the right rod.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Give that ground, give us a sec. To the ground, QLink 217 Delta with the information Golf, ready for pushback, gate number 67, Delta.
QLink 217 Delta, contact.
Over the tower. Copy. 120.5.
Departure check completed.
Cool.
Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brake is released. We're going nose to the left. Right, sorry. Nose right.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Matthew Lake, Robert Gayford, and it's Mort. Say it on. Alrighty, let's start engine number 2. To select, bleed air is off. Okay, sitting at 19 NH, NH set.
Almost 100 years we've been connecting Aussies with the world, the entire world, the spirit of Australia. Wherever your journey takes you today, arrival safely is our first priority. So pay attention the next few minutes to learn the features of your Qantas 787 tramline. We'll show you just how far it is.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good. And we'll start number 1.
Fasten the seatbelt by inserting the clasp into the buckle and tightening by pulling the string. If your seat is fitted with a sash belt, ensure it's in place for takeoff and landing. You can undo your seatbelt by pressing the button or lifting the flap. For your safety, keep it done up low and tight during takeoff, landing, and whenever the seatbelt sign is on. That includes infants and children. While seated at other times, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened.
Welcome to the Andes, above Santiago, Chile. ¿Quién toca? Blake. Nobody around. Oxygen is required. The mask will drop from above.
Unlocking here.
Tighten the strap. Fix your own mask first, and then help others.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Cover that ground, your clear to disconnect, we'll see on the left.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
There's a life jacket under your seat, next to it, or in the leg rest.
Okay, the wave's off.
The life jacket from the
Let's complete the checklist. We'll have flaps.
Clear to start engines.
Pass the strap around your waist.
Flaps at 5.
Front, tight. There's a red tag at
Check.
one of these front flaps.
After start, external power APU is disconnecting.
Make sure you only inflate your life jacket after
Maybe I was taking it off. Condition levers maximum. Set. AC Gen 1 and 2 are reducing power. Alright, fuel pumps go on, auto feather select, hydraulics are set, rudder, nose steering goes on, set, and I'll do a quick control check. We'll go all the way to the right, minus the spoiler, drop it over, add the spoiler, the other spoiler, looking okay. Pull forward, pull back, that's happy, and the rudder. Rudder's looking good, system 1 off, system 2 off, and rudder's happy. Alright, if the MFD is checked, bleeds are on but minimum. Set. DR's pressure tested and clear. Okay, transponder set. Exit cut. Brakes are checked. Takeoff warning test. Warning tested and good. Flight instruments have been checked. Your dampener goes on. And we'll reduce end top. 85 set. Oh, give me 85. He wants 87. Alright. Clearance received and cabin. Ready to move. 265.
Class room 3124 decimal 4, velocity 870. Velocity 870. Course 784. With information that you have requested clearance to Melbourne flight manager. Qantas 784, you are cleared to Melbourne by Wollongong flight planned route. Guinness 7 departure, runway 16 right, Wollongong transition. Climb via suit 5000, squawk 4451, departures 124 decimal 4.
That's 67.
Guinness 7 departures. Wollongong transmission, maintain flight 1000. Runway 16 right, inbox 4451. And departure 784.
City ground, Q-Link 217 Delta, information, Golf ready for taxi.
Q-Link 217 Delta, taxi, Bravo 2, holding point, runway 16 right.
Bravo 2, holding point, runway 16 right, Q-Link 217 Delta. Clear to move. Lights on. Really well. Let's go. Okay, lights, pilot stack valve is in. Caution panel is good. We have to fly through here and back around. That's to let any Dash 8 inbound come straight through. Good old Sydney Airport. Home of Qantas. It's Mort's Amaze at a Fokker 100. Of course they come over. They go to Adelaide and then they go off to, I think, one of the mine sites. Jacinth, I think it was. Sometimes they go direct Adelaide to Perth. Good old Network Aviation. That there is still the ugliest livery that they ever made. Not a fan. Okay, so do the weather radar. Let's bring that up to the test. Tested well.
and Qantas 451 radio check, please.
Qantas 451, standby, number 1.
And weather radar going into standby for the moment.
Keeling 217 Delta, contact Sydney Tower 120.5, g'day.
120.5, Qantas 217 Delta. Okay, 120.5, weather radar goes in, lights coming up.
G'day Tower, clear of the active via Lima, Golf Romeo 516.
Golf Romeo 516, contact the ground 126.5, g'day.
126.5, contact ground, thank you, 516.
Sydney Tower with you on the localizer runway 16 right.
Can I get a call sign, please?
Qantas 454. Qantas 454.
Qantas 454. Sydney Tower, g'day. Runway 16 right, clear to land.
Runway 16 right, clear to land.
I'm Dave Stevens. We are at 1 hour and 6 minute flight from the point of takeoff. And we have on board 2,477 kilograms of fuel. We should burn about 906 in the flight. Sydney Tower, Q-Link 217 Delta, holding short 1816 right.
Q-Link 217 Delta, Sydney Tower, g'day.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for departure.
Q-Link 217 Delta after the arriving Qantas 737 right line, wait behind.
On the 737 line up right behind, Q-Link 217 Delta.
Target 8, Qantas 458, 16 left.
I think a pretty good takes. They can do about 3 hours of flying time plus the reserves.
Target A 16 left, clear to land.
16 left, clear to land, Qantas 458.
Now 16 right.
Vacated runway 16 right.
Qantas 454 hot shot off Bravo, and you can contact the ground 126.5.
Ultra Bravo, contact ground.
Q-Link 217 Delta, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff, assigned heading right 210.
Heading 210 to departure, and runway 16 right, clear for takeoff. Q-Link 217 Delta. 210. Come on. on the heading, let's roll. Spoilers to flight. Take a power set. 80 knots. V1 rotate. V2. Positive rake, you're up. ActiveSky climb speed. Climb power sets.
Qantaslink 217 Delta, contact Melbourne, sorry, Sydney approach 124.4.
124.4, Qantaslink 217 Delta. See departure, Qantaslink 217 Delta, climbing 5,000, leaving 3,200, heading 210.
Qantaslink 278 Delta, you're identified, climb 56 flight 200.
I'm for level 200, Qantaslink 217 Delta. Now come down, flaps up. And autopilot in command. Go to IAS mode, climb up to 200 knots. 200 set.
Qantaslink 278 Delta, resume my navigation, track direct quarter.
Direct auto and navigation, Qantaslink 217 Delta. DTO, Cordo, number 5, set. Navigation set. LNAV and IS climb mode. Just getting the rudder trim sorted. It's about there, cool. After takeoff check. Landing gear up, flaps to 0, bleed set back to normal. Climb power is set. And we're clear to flight level 200. Flight level 200 is set and barrow set 1013. Okay, climb checklist, altimeters are set, ice protection,
426, 6 to run, contact tower, 120.
pressurization.
120.
Pressurization's holding at 2000.
Yeah.
Fuel pumps go off, auto feather off. Standby hydraulics P2 is off. And a quick squeeze at the rudder trim. Set. We have 10,000 feet, but we're still in cloud. Leave the wing inspection light in. Logo light is on. Hi there, Toilet Inspector. The Irish must be in bed. Maybe they're at work. How you doing, Irish fan who I can't remember the name of? Alien 21. The Milano radar guy. Ah, good stuff.
Sydney Bridge Code to 310 with you through flight of 140 for 9000.
You got 310 approach, good evening, descend past our 6 hours, runway 16 right, expect island approach.
Runway 16 right, expect the island, descend past our 6000 to 310.
Okay, seatbelt signs off. I'm happy with all that stuff over there. I actually have a big poster of this aircraft as well. I just didn't put it in my fridge because it's laminated and wasn't really easy to put up. But I'm not sure what I'll do with that. Maybe one day we'll do some kind of giveaway. Have a Dash 8 Q400 poster for your own house. Not sure I'll do it. Think about it. Ah, looks like Paddy has struck. You have a 1 thumb down now. How you doing, Paddy? I hope your FS Lab experience has been fun. Other Alien 21 will be flying for 1 hour and 5 minutes on this flight. So it's to the country town of Albury, which is on the border between New South Wales and Victoria. It's a township that I am rather intimately familiar with. I drive through there quite often. It's actually 2 separate cities that meet each other on the Murray River. They are literally across the river from each other. One township in Victoria is called Wodonga. The one in New South Wales is called Albury. And you can drive between the 2 cities in about 5 minutes, just over the bridge. Albury is ever so slightly larger than Wodonga. Certainly a larger shopping centre. I usually go up there once or twice a year just to get into New South Wales. Technically, even though I've been living in Melbourne for 12 years now, I still have a lot of dealings with New South Wales, so some of the things that I need to register on a regular basis once a year, I just drive up to Albury, do my stuff in Albury, and then come back down to Melbourne to live. So I pretend that I'm still living in New South Wales sometimes, depending on which organisation you happen to be. Andy Coe from an ex-Australian Defence Force fighter controller. Nice stuff. Good to have you here.
Underscore 79 with you, passing 2,300 for 5,000 on the D7 departure Wollongong transmission.
Now if you're driving a car between Sydney and Albury, the drive time is around, let's see, it's about 6 hours, maybe 6.5 hours. So if you jump in your car, driving at 110 kilometers an hour from the airport, essentially, at 6.5 hours to get to Albury in a car. 1 hour and 5 minutes of one of these things. Okay, as we hit our top of climb, I'm going to put this over here. We will begin to accelerate as the aircraft stops climbing and just starts accelerating. We will need to adjust the rudder to, it's already happening. We've gained a knot and the rudder's already starting to pitch over. So we need to reduce the amount of rudder trim, or in another way of putting it, point our rudder ever so slightly to the right as the aircraft accelerates. And eventually that rudder trim will come towards the middle. Certainly by the time we begin our descent. We will want that rudder trim pretty much perfectly centered. Just at the moment it's ever so slightly to the right. It becomes ever so slightly left as we accelerate.
479, track direct Wollongong.
Track direct to Wollongong, Qantas 479.
Let's pre-tune our next frequency.
150. Turn the feed through 02, 67. 278 Delta contact. Melbourne Centre 125.0, good night.
125.0, Qlink 217 Delta. Melbourne Centre Qlink 217 Delta, maintaining flight level 200.
Qlink 217 Delta, Melbourne Centre, good day.
Call that roughly centered for the moment, and we are going to reduce our prop RPM from climb to cruise. Just going to wait until about 240 knots before we do that. While we wait, yep, climb checklist is completed, and we'll do the other stuff once we have our cruise power. Which is essentially now. Cruise power set. No, the flat earther went away. He must have got bored from being temporarily banned for 3 minutes or whatever it is. 5 minutes, I think it is. It just makes him go away for 5 minutes so he can't transmit a message. And one assumes that he got bored and didn't come back. Not sure how much of that is cloud and how much of that is fire, but certainly that thing looks a bit more fiery than cloudy. Passenger cabin. Really good passenger cabin. This add-on doesn't clip in so much. Very good placement of the camera. That one might be the best window. Okay, with that done, we do need to start looking at our arrival. So I'll throw these away.
Melbourne Senate, Qantas 479 with you to Wendy, flight level 220 for flight level 280.
And what we'll see you better do.
Melbourne Senate, g'day, flight level 400.
Flight level 400, Qantas 479.
Okay, I'll do the Unilink text weather from Albury. Send that through. Message log. Downlink weather report. New message. And have Albury 0700 Zulu, which is an hour ago. Order 250 at 18. It's going to be runway 25, obviously.
79 at 92, right.
We'll drop the runway 07 option. We could do that kind of DME arc approach. Thomas Farmer, I've seen the old mythical RJ. Was it 85 or 100? Cobham recently put the nose of an 85 into a hangar, so that was interesting. They didn't have the brakes pressurised, and they removed the wheel chocks with all 4 engines going. They just rolled forward.
Qantas 148, start clearance available. Ready to copy, Qantas 148. Qantas 148, mile and 4 arrival, runway 16 right, when ready descent, flight level 250.
I think we'll come in via the
mile 4 arrival
Alpha.
for 16 right, when ready down to flight level 250, Qantas 148.
So put the arrival in, runway 25. No star at all. Arnav Zulu from that Echo Alpha. Send that over. And we'll keep Albury in there for a moment. We are coming in via Aaron. That's interesting. I'll be able to pull that Aaron 1 arrival.
Sorry, correction. Wollongong Centre class 451 is passing through 218. Sorry, correction. 218 for 280.
Last D speed level supply, which is 220 knots below 8.
360.
360 class 451.
And we do have a CTAF 123.25. Old route. Yeah, we might end up going via the old route arrival. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put in old route. Cool, that's it.
Jetstar 7992 descend via the star, flight level 130. says 1 star 2, flight level 130, Jetstar 7992.
Good aircraft, the Dash 8. I do like them. Should fly it more often, in fact. Pity the Milk Run Ronde is just kind of set up for jet aircraft rather than this thing.
Velocity 870, Melbourne Centre, good day, climb flight level 340. Flight level 340, velocity 870.
Fine, pretty solid. Let's do our arrival details for the speeds. So landing mass should be 23.8-ish. Call it 23.5. Yep, engines certainly are tiny on that RJ. Itty bitty engines. Okay, I'll be using flap 15 for arrival. It'll be the 22, halfway between 22 and 24. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 5 between them. It'll be slightly higher, so it'll be 3, 12, 13, 14, 15. The ref speed
784 Melbourne Centre, good day, climb flight level 360.
Be 120 on arrival. So they do
and velocity 870 due to traffic in front and behind you, have to accept 340 as your final. Confirm. Velocity 870, roger, climb amended final flight level 340. Climb amended final 340. Velocity 870. Oregon Center, Delta 41, Facecam 370 with you, good evening. Delta 41, heavy.
So do you want to pass all routes at 5,400?
Good evening. Confirmed direct Albury, Bravo, Oscar, Romeo, Echo, Echo.
Flight set.
Delta 41, thank you. Delta 41, thanks. You are identified, cleared to Sydney via Albury flight plan route, maintain flight level 300. Maintain flight level 300, tonight Delta 41, I will not direct in a minute, thank you. Jetstar 7992, descent via the star 9,000
16 minutes,
feet,
double descent,
QNH
85
1008, contact approach 124.4, good day.
Thanks very much, Sim 1 star 2, 120,000, Sydney QNH 1008, and approach now 124, decimal 4, Jetstar 7992, good day.
Jetstar 7992, 9,000 feet.
9,000, Jetstar 7992.
Qantas 451, report mark number.
Qantas 451, he's currently Mach .76.
Qantas 451, thanks. Qantas 479, report mark number.
Qantas 479, Mark decimal 825.
Qantas 479, thanks. Velocity 870, report mark number.
Velocity 870.723.
Velocity 870, thanks.
Right, let's run the briefing for that. We'll be using the Arnav Zilla arrival runway 25 inbound via Olrut. Need to cross Olrut at or above 5,400 feet. We'll use the
Good day, Melbourne Centre, Golf Romeo 516 with you.
4,200, 2007, 155, and the lowest altitude of 1,207.
Stop climb, flight level 280.
Flight level 280, 516.
One 270 set. Elevation on threshold is 531 feet. Once we do land, we'll be vacating via Foxtrot and straight in.
Q-Link 217 Delta, contact Melbourne Centre 124.0, g'day.
124.0, Q-Link 217 Delta.
Copy the traffic cleared to Melbourne via flight plan routes. Climb flight level 340, score 312 at 6 jetstar 741.
Melbourne Centre, Q-Link 217 Delta, flight level 200.
Q-Link 217 Delta, Melbourne Centre, g'day.
Can't see much below that cloud layer. Canberra's down there somewhere.
Qantas 465, contact Melbourne approach now 132.0. 132.0, Qantas 465, good night. Good night.
479 with you, flight level 400.
Qantas 479, heavy, Melbourne Centre, g'day.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 422, passing flight level 223.
Qantas 422, Melbourne Centre, g'day, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Qantas 422.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 3535, passing 10,000 feet to 90,000.
Qantas 3535, thanks for that call out again. Hey, Qantas 3535, just information, you can't get any further descent until another 25 miles to the MVA.
Okay, for Qantas 3535, and we're meeting to 90,000 via Livery.
Center velocity at 82 is approaching, top of descent at 10 miles.
Velocity 882, thanks, you're cleared to alleviate Alpha on runway 16, when ready descent 5 star, flight level 250.
See, at Alpha arrival, runway 16, descent by the star, flight level 250, velocity 882.
Center, g'day, Qantas 451 with you, flight level 360.
Qantas 451, Melbourne Centre, g'day.
Super Cookie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are flying to Albury in the south of New South Wales, just on the border of Victoria. Two states that I spend most of my life in. Speaking of Albury, we have an Albury Tower online. Interesting. Let's go and listen to its ATIS 13385.
ATIS 3535, contact Melbourne approach now, 132.0. G'day.
132.0, bye-bye.
Qantas 723, just your current indicated airspeed for descent.
287. Aiming for 287, we're at 300.
Qantas 723, thanks. Amend that to indicated airspeed of 250 for descent.
210 for descent,
Qantas 723, continue descent by the star 9000, QNH 1018.
Continue descent by the star 9000, QNH 1018.
Lost the 874, start clearance available. Ready, copy 874. Lost the 874, clear to leave the 8 Alpha roll runway 16. When ready, descent by the star flight level 250.
8 Alpha, runway 16, when ready, star 250.
Engine Star 41 is airborne through 5,000 feet with flight level 340, turning right to join the 342 Lornie radial outbound.
Jetstar 741, your identified climb, flight level 340.
Flight level 340, Jetstar 741.
Jetstar 502, start clearance available, River 3 arrival, runway 16 right, when ready, descent by the star flight, sorry. Amend that to maintain flight level 350. Jetstar 502, I need you to listen.
Jetstar 502, go ahead.
Jetstar 502, you start clearance, River 3 arrival, runway 16 right, maintain flight level 350.
River 3 arrival for runway 16 right, maintain 350, Jetstar 502.
Velocity 8 heading to able to resume that profile speed or go down to 78 for the descent.
What's the 882 Norris?
Lost the 870, flight level 340, request flight level 380.
Lost the 875, Melbourne Target 8, continue climb, flight level 330.
Well, it's one to the outside.
Sorry, was that Velocity 870 calling?
Velocity 870 affirmative, level flight level 340, request climb flight level 380.
Velocity 870, Melbourne Centre, g'day, unable at this time.
Got a lot of cloud down there today.
What is 479? Are we able to get a start?
Hopefully some of that clears up.
Qantas 479, you are still 248 miles from Melbourne, not yet. Jetstar 527. What's your indicated airspeed for descent?
256 knots, Jetstar 527.
Jetstar 527, not good enough, increase speed 280 or greater.
280 or greater, Jetstar 527. Centre from velocity 875, just leveling off at 240.
Velocity 875, Melbourne Centre, g'day, continue climb, flight level 330.
Continue climb, flight level 330 from velocity 875, thank you.
Velocity 882, descent by the star 9000, QNH 1019. Velocity 882, Melbourne Centre. Delta 502, contact Melbourne Centre 125.0, g'day.
Over to 1250, thank you. Just 502.
Melbourne Centre 78, flight level 360. To indicate there was Qantas 784 your request. Yeah, 784 is at flight level 360. Qantas 784, Melbourne City, g'day.
Qantas 479, we can think about 40 miles away from that
Qantas 479, not yet. Lost the 882, Melbourne City, you back?
882 over.
Lost the 882, decent by the start 9000, QH 1019.
9000, 1019 is Wall City 882.
Melbourne Centre.
Killing 217 Delta.
Killing 217 Delta, you planning for the Arnhem approach runway 25 this evening?
217 Delta AFAB.
Killing 217 Delta, thanks. Your start clearance will be the Aaron 1 arrival runway 25. When ready, descend via the star 9000. I'll get back to you in QNH.
Cleared the arrival runway 25 and descend at 9000. Killing 217 Delta.
And killing 278 Delta, QH 1011.
QH 1011, killing 217 Delta. $9,000 set.
Lost the 874, descent by the star 9000, QH 1019.
9000, 1019.
Qantas 479, start clear as well.
Qantas 479,
Qantas 479, thanks for your patience. You're cleared to Lizzie 8 for runway 16, maintain flight level 400.
Cleared as well as Lizzie 8 arrival 16, maintain flight level 400.
Melbourne Centre, Mike Charlie 14 with you at 3094320.
Mike Charlie 14, Melbourne Centre, g'day. Lost the 759, are you still with me?
Sure am.
759, contact Melbourne Centre now, 125.0.
250, g'day.
And we have the V. Gonna select the VNAV. VNAV with the altitude select.
Qantas 723, reduce speed to 220, indicated and contact Melbourne approach 132.0, g'day.
220 indicated contact, approach on 132.0, g'day, Qantas 723.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking from the flight deck. We're just about to begin our descent into orbit at this stage. In preparation for landing, I'll ask that you return to your seats. cabin crew will be coming through the airplane to ensure that everything is ready for our arrival. Take a look down at the weather in Albury at the moment, clear skies, and temperature of about 23 degrees Celsius. We do hope you've enjoyed flying with us on Qantaslink and onboard Qantas Airlines partners. I do wish you a very enjoyable stay in Albury, southern part of New South Wales, and very safe onward journey from Albury Airport. Cabin crew, please be set checklist. Okay, pressurization set should be 500 feet. Set. HBWS flap is set 15. Briefing's completed. MSA is set. Speeds are set. Descent checklist complete. Okay, VNAV is in range. Power back.
Velocity 875, bring 60-second brake, sir.
As we do bring the power back, we do need to reduce the amount of rudder applied to the right.
479, just confirming when ready.
When ready.
And Melbourne Centre, Qantas 1611 with you, levelling off at 3 Shakira. Qantas 1611, Melbourne
Fade
Centre,
that path. Up to the Qlink 217 Delta, leaving flight of 200.
Qlink 2117 Delta, sorry, 217 Delta, thanks.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 888, flight level 3104340.
Velocity 888, Melbourne Centre, g'day. When able, advise your cruising max speed.
Okay, next frequency up should be Albury Tower.
For velocity 888, our max speed will be 0.8.
Tower 123.25.
Velocity 875 back with you, so flight level
124.2.
Velocity 875, roger. Velocity 888 for spacing ahead, reduce speed, mark decimal 75.
Back decimal 75, velocity 888.
Melbourne Centre, g'day, Qantas 464 through, flight level 220. And the last station calling Cosa. Qantas 464. Qantas 464, Melbourne Centre, g'day, continue climb flight level 350.
And ultimately going up, 1011.
350, Qantas 464.
011 is set. Seatbelt signs.
Velocity 882, contact Melbourne approach now, 132.0, g'day.
Melbourne approach 132.0, velocity 882, good night.
Qantas 451, Melbourne Centre. Charlie 14 Melbourne Centre. Oh, Mike Charlie 14. Mike Charlie 14, yeah, ActiveSky, switched on for live weather. No, Mike Charlie 14. Mike Charlie 14, Roger. Just going to make
Hi there, Farouk. How are you doing?
main control because everyone's using live weather. If you can switch that back, that'd be great. I'll see what I can do. Mike Charlie 14. Mike Charlie 14. If you don't have the system to do that, that's okay. I'll work around it. Leave it with me. Mike Charlie 14. And Mike Charlie 14. Actually, make your best forward speed. What's your current make number right now? Decimal 812. Can you do any higher than that? Yeah, I can try a little bit higher. I'll go to decimal 83. Mike Charlie 14, decimal 83, thanks. And Qantas 784, just confirming you're at 1.75.
That's alright, Farouk. We might even turn this party around and go back to Sydney.
Negative. Last information last time. 37975 current decimal 7. Qantas 784, understood. For spacing, can you reduce speed mark decimal 75? From going decimal 7. Killing 278 Delta, clear to leave, controlled area descending, no reported IFR traffic for Albury, QNH 1011.
Get to leave control area descending and QNH 1011 there, QLink 2 on $7. Fire full set. Control area is at 8,500.
Bravo Center, Lima Tango Alpha, fly level 320. Lima Tango Alpha, Melbourne Center, g'day. And Lima Tango Alpha, what's your current back number?
Not sure I haven't been viewing this.
0.75.
Just pretty much over those.
Lima Tango Alpha, Roger, and you don't have live weather switched on? Yes, that's correct. Lima Tango Alpha. Lima Tango Alpha, understood. Reduce speed to mark decimal 72 or less if you can. Whatever you can do less is great because everyone else has got a 100 knot headwind. Alright, we will try to reduce to 72 Lima Tango Alpha.
Hello that one. How you doing? On to Albury, Wodonga. On the north side of this river is New South Wales. On the south side of this river is Victoria, the state that I live in. Right down the middle is the Murray River.
Just radio check, 516. Go for that 516, got you about a 4 out of 5, still the chopper in the background.
Coming off.
Is that any better now, 516? Go for about 516, yes. I'm standing on say 22.
Oh, so the QLink 217 frequency change.
QLink 217 Delta, just made aware that I believe Albury Tower is online, but yep, they're online, stand by for frequency.
See the crew. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing.
QLink 270 Delhi, contact Albury Tower 124.2. G'day.
Michelle 124.2, QLink 270 Delhi. Albert. Orbiter QLink 217 Delta is 6,000 feet to pass Albert, 5,400. Runway 25.
QLink 217 Delta, Albury Tower, g'day. Confirm second information, Delta.
217 Delta, we have Delta.
QLink 217 Delta, cleared on Zulu approach runway 25. For the final approach fix.
We'll have Zulu approach runway 25 and we'll go. QLink 217 Delta. Okay, we can descend to 4,490, we'll call it 4,005. It's on VNAV. Next one is 29. Set, back in the VNAV, and checklist. Ice protection, not required, landing gear coming down. And condition levers, flaps, and lead mover. Set. Reduced end top. Power lever set. Load haul. Many builds have done the Air North livery for the new E170. Good news. Thanks for letting me know. Power coming back down to 1.8. Flaps 5. My aeroplane. Orbiter QLink 217 Delta on
2500.
QLink 217 Delta winds 250 degrees 17 knots, runway 25 clear to land.
Runway 25 clear to land, QLink 217 Delta. Takes flap 15. Speed check, flap 15. What arc number do I use? Whichever one I need. Change it all the time. During cruise it's the maximum one, 320. And during final approach it's usually the minimum one or the second one, 5, 10, maybe 20. I'm wanting to do some long hauls. We did a long haul on Saturday. Let's get a little high. Perhaps 15 sets.
1,000.
Coming up to stabilize. Lights are all in. Being cleared to land. Landing checklist is completed. Speed's good for final. And Lachlan Boyd, yes, I do plan to return. Against my better judgment. Stable.
+100.
Clear.
Minimums.
Continue. Let's go all the way down there.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Runway is 1,900 meters. OBS Tower, QLink 217 data vacated.
QLink 217 Delta, taxi to the bay, no further requirements.
217 data, thanks. That's the terminal building there, that's our parking spot. Ah, our spot's over there. Fine, we can do that. Flaps coming up. Wants us to stop right now, do they? Didn't really get our tail off the taxiway. Yeah, that's about right there. Parking brake set. Engine set, start feather. Yep. Farouk wanting to figure out how to make these aeroplanes. I do agree. It's a very good aeroplane. Okay, let's swap standby. The lights can come off. And power off. Go crew to some doors. Okay, deboarding. There's our doors. Bus tire tied, and we'll turn on the APU for the turnaround. Here comes the bus. Okay then, let's get our charts in order. Don't need that anymore. Need to keep those two. Put that over there. Don't need that, don't need that. Still need that. Departure, SIDS. There we go. Clearly not that one, but probably that one. Okay then, to swap these, we need to just drop into nav, select waypoint 99. That'll clear everything. Alright, we're coming out of Albury, YMAY. The Alpha Yankee. Menu, was it? Flight Plan Menu Airways, isn't it? Flight Plan List Airways. It's going to be the Whiskey 817. Built number 14. All the way through to Akamea. And then the Whiskey 113 to Tessat. Down to Sydney, accept that through. Okay, the fuel. Okay, what was it? 0 fuel weight, 22.6. A little bit lighter than we were coming here. Now the fuel on board is going to be refueled now. It's actual 0 fuel weight. To reduce that slightly.
All stations, Albury information echo now. Current changes, winds 250 degrees, 13 knots, the temperature 20, QNH 1012. Albury.
2583. Trip fuel 749. So I've actually got more fuel, but we'll use less of it. And 22. That's right. Send that through. And we end up with that. Alright, we're going to reset the IRS both sides. IRS set back to nav. Completing the fuel plan, we have alternate 584. Leave that to camera. Holding 418. 263. Total fuel should be 2583. Yep, looks to be correct. Passengers are a bit slow getting out, aren't they? Let's speed it up a touch. Reset position so I can get the boarding happening. Adam Link, good day. And Lockie's just about to fly over the top of Albury. You going Melbourne to Sydney or Sydney Melbourne? $55 passengers. I'll make the request. Better get myself a new piece of paper with the correct call sign written on it. QLK 218 Delta. Cool. Information Foxtrot was current. System of the ATIS 11385. Oh, it's already set. H1012 25. Tubi just landed in Dublin without landing gear. That's not cool. Aubrey Sauer, Q-Link 218 Delta requesting clearance to City.
Q-Link 218
Delta or retard bay again, cleared to Sydney via UGFA, then to flight plan route UGFA 1 departure, runway 25, climb via the SID to 4000, squawk 2256.
Quebec 218 Delta, clear to Sydney via UGFA 1 departure, runway 25, initial climb 4000, score code 2256, Quebec 218 Delta.
Keeling 218 Delta.
Okay, score code 2256. That's set. And initial climb was 4. Sat there. Lachlan can see my aeroplane sitting on the ground. Unfortunately, I can't look straight up. Oh well. It's runway 25, so we're going to put in the 25 heading. Right there. Let's pick up the departure, runway 25. Albury accepted. Number 2. UGFA, number 2. There we go, flight plan set. Let's have a look at the departure itself. So after departure we track direct to Saipan and then to Adelaide. That turn is to be at 210 knots or less. After Adelaide we'll climb out to UGFA. Class D speed limits apply, which means we are limited to 220 feet below 5,000. So 220 below 5, then we can select to 250 up to 10.
You have accept a SID or do you require a radial departure?
Ambulance 391.
Ambulance 391, cleared to Moorabbin via Dougie, that's flight plan route Dougie 1 departure, runway 25, climb via the SID 4000, squawk 2270.
Thanks, cleared Moorabbin, Dougie plan route Dougie 1 departure, runway 25, climb by 4000, squawk 2270 and climb 391.
Ambulance 391.
APU generators in. Alright. Let's run the checklist. I'll go outside for a bit of squiz. Okay, we don't need to do the grey ones since we're doing a turnaround. Batteries on and checked. Main bus tied. DC external is on. Actually it's off because we're on APU. Battery tabs were checked. Circuit breakers are checked. Now looking okay. Bleed air 1 and 2 off. APU bleed is on for the boarding. Pressurization checked. Automatic. Emergency lights are armed. Fuel transfer is off. Quantity showing 1300 nitro to give us 1626. Power condition levers, disc and fuel off. Nose oil steering goes off. FMS is set and the takeoff and departure briefing. Looking for speeds. We are at essentially sea level. And we are slightly above 20 degrees Celsius. So that's those sets. Yep, it's just the +1 knot. Now takeoff weight is going to be 25 almost exactly. Exactly halfway through. Let's call it 3. 123, 125. Going to give it 1 knot difference. Let's see. 5, 6, 7. 135. And 146. Speeds are set. Looking good. Rest of the checklist. Pretty much ready with the doors. Alright. Right, jump outside, do the walk around.
Ambulance 391 received Bravo 6 PFA request taxi.
Ambulance 391 information echo now current wind to 50 degrees 13 knots QNH 1012 taxi Charlie enter and backtrack runway 25 report ready.
Thanks, taxi Charlie enter backtrack runway 25 ambulance 391.
Okay, we have the aircraft on APU at the moment. Up the front here we have, yeah, the wheel looks good. No obvious scoring or anything like that. Pitot probe is looking okay. Angle of attack sensor and the secondary pitot probe. Have a static pitot. Up the front we have a good 6-sided blade, none of the blades are cracked or showing any chips. Good front boot. Good green light. Flat bearings are okay. Back of the engine looks all good. Into the landing gear itself is looking great. Top of the gear is good with the cowling doors closed. Back door closed. APU is running. Skid plate is undamaged. Those of you listening to the airline pilot guy long ago might have heard the funny story about the first officer doing the walk around. He does a walk around and he's doing all of his checks back here. Checking the landing gear, everything's well and fine. Checking the trailing edge flaps and everything is well and fine. He comes out to the light. The light's happy in its housing. When he comes around to the front of the aircraft at the de-icing boot, he finds a massive bird strike. Massive huge dent sitting in there. So he goes, that's not cool. Anyway, he finishes his walk around, checking all the things he needs to check, and then comes into the cockpit and says, "Hey Captain, we've got a massive bird strike. It's a big dent in the right wing, left wing."
Ambulance 391, we're ready to accept the...
And the captain says, "Yeah, well that's because you did a look around instead of a walk around." You were looking.
Ambulance 391,
Anyway,
winds
speaking of
250
looking, there
degrees,
is our angle of attack
runway
sensor,
25, clear for takeoff, make
pizza
left
road,
turn.
and the
Takeoff, make left turn, ambulance
statics. We're all good to go. Let's jump in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent. Joining me on the flight deck is YouTube and Twitch. We'll be taking you over to Sydney today as Qantaslink flight 2218 service to Sydney. We'll be cruising at an altitude of 21,000 feet today, and looking at the flight plan, the flight time just under an hour. Weather up in Sydney was rather cloudy today, and a temperature of about 25 degrees Celsius. Anyhow, we do welcome you on board. Thank you for flying with us on Qantaslink. Cabin crew will be coming through the airplane to ensure that everything is ready for our departure. Please pay them your full attention as they do have an important safety message for you. That said, we do hope you enjoy the flight up to Sydney today on Qantaslink on board our Dash 8 Q400. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft doors. Checklist. Before start check, there's trim is set. Cheap trim is in. Done. Door and fueling lights are out. Passenger signs on. Camera report received. Flight deck door is locked. And the collar is on. APU bleed goes off at the start.
Ambulance 391, tracking DW1 departure, climbing 4,000.
Ambulance
crew,
391, report approaching 4,000.
Ambulance 391.
And we are good to go and start. Starting number 2. NH rising.
Ambulance 391 approaching 4,000.
Ambulance 391, contact Melbourne Centre 124 days 10, good evening.
124 days 10, Christian ambulance 391, see ya.
And just checking out here. Doors closed. We'll start engine at number 1. Start for the set. Alrighty, engines are running. After start checklist, external power APU disconnected, main bus tie goes off. Electrical panels. Electrical, I'm showing AC Gen 1 and 2 online. Ignition lever is a maximum, auto feather is set white, fuel pump set, and hydraulics. Deploying flap 5. And the speeds are set. Rudder. Do the whole set actually right now. Okay, rudder all the way in. System on off. Comes through all the way around. Both systems off. Neutralizers okay. Back off. Rudder's good. Spoilers. Spoiler runs are good. Ailerons are okay. Checklist. Jason McLennan, how you doing? Rudder has full travel, no steering is on. PFD is set, bleeds on but minimum. Ice pressure checked. Protection not requested. Transponding go on. And taxi checklist. Give me a sec here. Taxi checklist. Brakes tested. Takeoff warning. Takeoff warning is good to go. Flight instruments are checked. Hydraulics are in. Yaw definitely goes on. And just need a cabin and clearance. Orbit Tower Q-Link 218 Delta, ready for taxi information again.
Q-Link 218 Delta, taxi Foxtrot into backtrack runway 25, time at 45.5.
Head of Foxtrot and taxi backtrack runway 25, Q-Link 218 Delta. We are clear to move. Taxi light is in. Shut the cabin. That's wrong. Get all those lights in. Checklist. Light up check. Collision lights are on, landing lights are on, pit up static isolation valve set on. Bleeds are set. We are in GA mode. Caution panel is black. Big long backtrack.
Past the strap around your waist, putting at the front and tight. There's a red tag and mount these for inflation. And the whistle, then right. Make sure you only clean your life jacket after you leave the aircraft. In the unlikely event of an emergency, make sure you familiar with the brace position. If you can reach the seat in front, brace by folding your arms on the back of the
Cabin crew, please be seated for takeoff. Radar in. Bye bye Subi. Next stream might be Wednesday my time. Probably the Cessna 182 up in the Torres Strait. Weather test looking okay. Terrain on my side. Let's go. Albury Tower, Qlink 218 Delta on runway 25 ready.
Qlink 218 Delta, winds 250 degrees, 12 knots, runway 25, clear for takeoff, make right turn.
Runway 25, clear for takeoff, right turn. Qlink 218 Delta. Nav set, let's go. Spoiler set to flight, let's go. $80 knots. V1 rotates. V2. Climb. Landing gear up. The window seat 73, how you doing? There's 1500. Climb power set. Tower Qlink 218 Delta, climbing out of 3100.
Qlink 218 Delta, report approaching 4000.
Qlink 218 Delta, maintaining 4000.
Qlink 218 Delta, contact Melbourne Centre 124.0. Good evening.
124.0, Qlink 218 Delta. All part in, please. Good.
Alpha Centre.
Power back.
Give us that right, go ahead.
Flaps up.
Lima Tango Alpha, your number 2 following a 737 on a 5 mile final for runway 16. Reduce the final approach speed, contact tower 120 at 845. Reduce speed to approach speed, number 2, 16, on to tower 120.
Albury ARTCC 218 Delta maintaining 4,500.
Check 218 Delta, Santa G'day, you identified to climb to flight level 210.
Flight level 210, Qantas to ARTCC 218 Delta.
Check 218 Delta, second last.
Flight level 210 Delta, ARTCC 218 Delta.
218 Delta, thanks. Qantas 441, descend to 3,000.
All apart, incommand. And we will take IAS. 200 knots on the climb. Make it 210, but already above it. Climb power.
Golf Romeo 516, Melbourne Centre. UPS 84 Delta, contact centre 125.
I'll takeoff checks. Landing gear out. Flaps 0. Bleed set to normal. Climb power is set. And being cleared to a flight level.
Qantas 462, contact centre 125, decimal 0.
QNH 1013.
125.0, Qantas 462. Thank you very much for your service and have a good day.
Arse protection not required. Pressurization check.
Contact 125.0, UPS 84 Delta.
2000.
Qantas 441, Melbourne Centre.
Standby hydraulics. PTU off. Fuel pumps off. Auto feather off.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 888.
Climb checklist complete.
Velocity 888, traffic to your 12 o'clock position, 5 miles, cancel start, turn right, heading 290 reach. Expect access for the approach, descend to 5,000.
Right, heading 290, down to 5,000, velocity 888.
And that's 10,000 coming up.
Golf Romeo 516, Melbourne Centre.
feet, lights out. Seatbelt signs off.
Lima Kilo Foxtrot, Melbourne Centre. Lima Kilo Foxtrot, when ready, descend to 9,000, area QNH 1019.
Roger, descend 9,000,
Qantas 441, are you on frequency? Velocity 886, descend to 9,000 by star, Melbourne QNH 1019.
Then 9,000, QNH 1019.
Tiggles 271, expect further descent in 1 minute.
That's 271 uninstalled.
Velocity 888, turn left heading 250, position before the ILS on the right hand side of the localizer, extra track miles to get your descent down.
Left heading
Yeah, it's more, so I'd expect runway
888.
16 right over in Sydney. 16 right. Let's have a look at our arrival details here. Gotta go on its data.
Velocity 891.
Velocity 891, contact centre 125.0, expect start clearance.
Grab Sydney.
Centre 125.0, velocity 891, g'day.
Compass 123, descend via star to 6,000, runway 16, expect BLS approach.
Yeah, descend to 6,000 and expect the ILS approach.
There we go,
Runway
Sydney.
16, Compass 123.
Wind 170 at 29 knots. Definitely got to be runway 16. Runway 16 right, because we're coming up from the south. 21 degrees Celsius. That wind is of concern. Cloud fuel 1,800.
Ambulance 391, request the Thames Moorabbin DGA.
To get that sorted.
Ambulance 391, sorry, just move another station, taken.
Ambulance 391, request the Thames Moorabbin DGA.
Ambulance 391, not available on request at the moment. Only just going to give you an unamp approach into Moorabbin if you're happy to accept that is not a fixed direct visual.
Ambulance 391, is that directed on our current plan track?
Ambulance 391, stand by. Velocity 888, turn left heading 110, descend to 4,000.
Left heading 110, down to 4,000, heading 888.
Seagulls 271, cancel start, turn left heading 180, position 4, sequencing of the approach.
Left heading 180, Seagulls 271.
Lima Kilo Foxtrot, continue descent to 5,000.
Standing ground, son.
Lima Kilo Foxtrot, continue descent to 5,000.
Descent 5,000.
Seagulls 271, mufflers, taking route. Seagulls 271, fly heading 180.
Seagulls 271, no, I understand that. What was the reason, sorry?
4 sequencing.
Okay, no, it's that.
Velocity 888, further left heading 090.
090, velocity 888, and we're visual.
Velocity 888. Velocity 888, your position 2.5 miles to the right of localizer, turn right heading 130 to accept localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 approach.
Heading 130, intercept 16 localizer, velocity 888.
And Qantas 10, Melbourne Centre.
Go ahead, Qantas 10.
Qantas 10, that speed restriction from RB still applies. Contact Melbourne approach 132.0.
Cover the speed restriction at RB and Melbourne approach now 132.0, Qantas 10, thanks out.
Compass 123, contact approach 132.0, cancel star speed restrictions, max speed on descent.
Contact approach 132.0, maximum speed on descent, Compass 123.
Seagulls 271, turn right heading 230, contact approach 132.0.
Right, 230, jet approach 132.0, TS271.
Lima Kilo Foxtrot, contact approach 132.0. Ambulance 391, Melbourne Centre.
Ambulance 391.
Ambulance 391, just go ahead, your last request again.
Ambulance 391, if available, request the Thames Moorabbin DGA.
Say again, Ambulance 391.
Ambulance 391. the Temis to Moorabbin track DGA from the DGA page 2 chart.
Yeah, ambulance 391 not available. Either from Harrow, it's a visual approach into Moorabbin, or direct to an RNAV on the point. Not available.
Ambulance 391, no worries. And sorry, just the visual approach, is that our current track or will that be vectored?
It'll be a current track from Harrow into Moorabbin, and a visual approaching.
Ambulance 391, understood. It's just that procedure we're requesting is that same track. It's our current track all the way from Moorabbin.
Ambulance 391, okay, well you can make that a request with the approach controller, however for now it's from Harrow, visual approach into Moorabbin, no other plans, I'll change from here.
Ambulance 391.
Ambulance 391, when ready you can descend to flight level 160.
When ready, flight level 160, ambulance 391.
Velocity 888, you got 7 miles to touch, number 2, contact tower 120.5, thanks for your help.
Tower 120.5, velocity 888, and thanks for your help, good night.
Velocity 9104, descend to 9000 via star, Melbourne QNH 1019. Velocity 9104, descend via star to 9000 QNH 1019. Velocity 9104, Melbourne Centre.
Melbourne Centre, g'day, Singapore 555, flight level 360.
Singapore 55, Centre, g'day, expect start clearance in 1 minute.
Singapore 55, roger.
Jetstar 362, Melbourne Centre.
Jetstar 362.
Jetstar 362, apologies for the delay. Your start clearance is the Lizzie 5, 8 hour for arrival for runway 16. When ready, descend to fire star at flight level 250.
That's Lizzie 8 Alpha, arrival runway 16 by the star, and descend to flight level 250 when ready, Jetstar 362.
Qantas 477, start clearance available. Qantas 477, Lizzie 8 Alpha, roll for runway 16, when ready, descend via star at flight level 250.
Qantas 468 is with you and maintain 36, flight level 360.
Qantas 468, Melbourne Centre, g'day. Qantas 477, Lizzie 8 Alpha, arrival, runway 16, when ready, descend to flight level 250.
Qantas 468, just to let you know, we have already got our staff clearance to just inform you.
Qantas 468, thanks for that, I am aware of that. That was for Qantas 477. Velocity 9104, descent to 9000, Melbourne QNH 1019.
It's 9001. Excuse me, 1019, velocity 9104.
Ambulance 391, descent to 9000, area QNH 1019.
Then 9000, 1019, ambulance 391.
Centre, good evening, Qantas 65 cruising at flight level 340, with you.
Qantas 65, Centre, g'day. Velocity 886, contact approach 132.007.
132, just clear for velocity 886.
Singapore 55, when ready, descend via star to flight level 250.
When ready to descend via star, flight level 250, Singapore 55.
Ambulance. Ambulance 391,
9091, contact approach 132.0, make your request with that next control. Apologies for that before.
132, no worries at all, ambulance 391, have a good night.
Velocity 9104, cancel star speed restrictions. Cancel the star speed restrictions 9104. Jetstar 362, descend via star to 9000 Melbourne QNH 1019.
Thanks, Aaron.
Descend via the star
Turn it off.
9000 and copy the QNH 362.
Alright, so we got 109.5 set to both sides, and we do need to set up our inbound course. To do that, we hold down the format button until that pops up, and course inbound will be 155.
Qantas 468, Melbourne Centre.
Qantas 468.
Qantas 468, when ready, descend via star to flight 250.
When ready, descend via the start of the 250, Qantas 468.
Alrighty, so we need to cross Mister at or below 7,000 feet.
Santa Qantas 65, request approval to leave flight deck for 1 minute,
That's
please.
good to go. Grab the VNav, chuck in a Mister, number 7, and we'll take that.
Qantas 65, approved, once back.
Cheers. 14 minutes to go.
Qantas 65.
Transfer that all over to the other.
Link 218 Delta, contact center 125.0.
125.0, Gearlink 218 Delta. Delta Center, Gearlink 218 Delta, flight level 210.
Gearlink 218 Delta, Melbourne Centre, good day.
Alrighty, back on the other side of the cockpit here.
Jetstar 7401. Jetstar 7401, you can go ahead first. Yeah, just wondering if you've had any ride reports on this track down towards Melbourne this evening. Any what? Ride reports. Well, I've had a couple of pilots complain of massive headwinds. No real turbulence though. That's Star 7401, thank you. Yeah, Jetstar, yeah, Delta reported white shell. And Jetstar 7401, contact Melbourne Centre 124.0, good night. 12409, Jetstar 7401. GPS 84 Delta, descend via the star 9,000 feet, Sydney QNH 1011, contact approach 124.4, okay. Roger, descend 9,000, QNH 1011, and contact approach 124.4. You have a good night, man. Future.
Cool, so the Albury scenery was essentially just the default that you get with FTX version 2. So it's not quite as bad as the actual default, but it's not much better. Unfortunately, nobody has made an Albury scenery
Flight level 130.
in all of these years.
Descend flight level 130, Qantas 42. Correction, Qantas 462. Velocity 891, descend flight level 130.
fair velocity 891, sorry, back with you, received descent to flight level 130, steering 91. Velocity 891, thanks. Jetstar 521, contact Melbourne Centre 124.0 to that. 124.0 Jetstar 521 to that. Qantas 462, descend via the star 9,000 feet, Melbourne, Sydney, QNH 1011, contact approach 124.4, good night.
Descend to flight level 9,000 via SID, QNH 1011 and contact Sydney approach 124.4, Qantas 462. Thank you very much and have a good night.
I have my keyboard behind the yoke, so I need to stretch out to grab it. There's the yoke, and then to get to the keyboard I'm more up here somewhere. I reckon we'll just run the entire brief all the way through to the gate. We'll be flying the Odell 7 arrival, crossing Cablo above 8,000, crossing Mr. below 7. From Ancub we'll expect vectors onto the runway 16. Runway 16 right is most likely. There is a slight possibility of going to 16 left. We have a maximum speed of 185 and a minimum speed of 150. One of these days I might do a video on my setup, but for that to work out I'd need it cleaner than it is. Because at the moment it's a massive mess with like user wrappers, eyedropper, some medication, random cords and cables, and lots of pieces of paper randomly scattered about. Not pretty. So when I do pretty it up, maybe we'll do a "this is my setup" kind of thing. Anyway, continuing through the briefing, we are coming down on the 155 inbound course.
KLM 148,
109.5.
125.3. 125.3, KLM 148.
That's on both sides. Minimum is 210. Missed approach is straight ahead to 600 feet and then turning to 170 and climb to 3,000. Assuming that we land. Yeah, use FMS for the approach activation, although in an ILS approach we can just use the ILS and flick it over to NavSource ILS and click approach mode. So ILS is a lot easier than that.
Good evening, this is Kenya, that's one.
So yeah, probably won't actually use approach activation. We're getting vectors.
With you.
Because as you see, the standard arrival route just ends at Sydney. So we're going to get vectors to final. So once we get the first vector, we'll switch the nav source to the ILS.
218 Delta, start clearance available.
Qlink 218 Delta, go ahead.
Qlink 218 Delta, a Dale 7 arrival, runway 16 right, when ready, descend flight level 250, descend flight level 130.
Clear the Airedale 6 arrival, runway 16 right, runway down flight of 130, QNH 218.
Velocity 891, descend via the star 9,000 feet, in QNH 1011, contact approach 124.4.
Flight of 130.
Center 9,000 and approach 124.4, velocity 891, g'day.
130 is set. Cool, so I'll be on vectors and then we'll just join the ILS all the way down using the approach mode. Don't need to fiddle with the FMS at all. Probably come off on a Bravo 7, taxi back on Bravo into the Charlie 1 domestic 1, and we are looking for one of the later gates in the 60 series. They do park some of the Q300s over here at 18 and 19, and I very occasionally see a -8 Q400 there, but most of them actually park up here, the Q400s. This area normally gets the 300s and the 200. Yes, he said runway 16 right. That's the big one to the south. And there's 16 right. Yep, we are indeed flying back to Sydney. We've already landed in Albury, runway 25 down there. We did the full turn around, and yeah, on our way back in. Nice and quick. We'll be in Sydney by the next 30 minutes or so, and then I'll be going off to bed because I have some work cut out for me tomorrow. My number 2 at work, the person that supports me at work, is got a half day tomorrow because they're doing something like finding a house to live in. And yeah, so I'll be doing double the amount of stuff that I normally do for a little bit longer than I expected. And we only have a 2-hour overlap.
Alliance 145 Brisbane Centre.
It's a bit intense.
Alliance 145. Alliance 145, contact me 128.2.
128.2, Alliance 145. Melbourne Centre, Alliance 145, flight level 360.
Alliance 145, Melbourne Centre.
Unaccounted for work orders tomorrow. That's not cool. I work with the NBN, National Broadband Network. I'm actually not directly working for the NBN anymore. I work for a delivery partner for the NBN. But yeah, it's kind of like crew scheduling for electricians and telecommunications technicians. Ready to roll down soon. Let's have a chat to the packs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking from the flight deck. We are preparing to descend into Sydney at this stage, and we do anticipate arriving there in about 25 minutes. In preparation for landing, I ask that you return to your seats. Seatbelt signs will be turning on soon. Look at the weather down in Sydney at the moment. It is quite windy. A southerly breeze at the moment. Temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. We do thank you for flying with us on board our Dash 8 Q400 with Qantaslink today. We hope you've enjoyed the flight up to Sydney and have a very pleasant stay in the state capital. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for arrival. This is Dash 8, they don't have a phone on these planes. You just talk straight to your headset. That's why the quality of the announcement on these aircraft is pure, unadulterated trash. And power reduction. With that. Miles Harrison saying that the controller at Sydney is doing pretty good. Good to hear. We didn't start our descent properly. Darn it. Green nav set properly now. Lucky return to Sydney. We also are returning to Sydney. But your plane is faster than mine. Qantaslink 218 Delta, leaving flight level 210. One, 2, 4, 4. Sydney approach. And we should have 126.25.
On first contact with Kingsford Smith International Airport, notify receipt of EPL. Kingsford Smith International Airport Terminal information EPL. Expect ILS or GLS approach. Runways 16 left and right. Parallel runway operations in progress. Independent departures in progress. Surface wind 160 degrees. 27 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Speed 1,800 feet. Broken 3,000 feet. Temperature +20. QNH 1012. On first contact with Kingsford Smith International Airport, notify receipt of EPL. Kingsford Smith.
Yeah, First Labs is where it's at. Especially the A321 is currently my favourite aircraft of the lot. And seatbelt signs going on. Descent checklist. Pressurization set to 0.
Qlink 218 Delta, descend via the start, 9,000 feet, Sydney QNH 10112, contact approach 124.4, g'day.
Send 9000, QNH 1012, and approach 124.4, Qlink 218 Delta. $9,000 set, swap it over. City approach, Qlink 218 Delta, descending 9000, leaving flight level 150, information India.
Qlink 218 Delta, Sydney approach, g'day, runway 16 right, to expect wireless approach.
Oh, that's 16 right, Qlink 218 Delta. The speed limit on this aircraft is currently 285, and then below 8,000 feet it becomes 140. Yeah, I think it's 140.
That's an approach, UPS 84 Delta, clear 16 right. Velocity 891, position approximately 5 nautical miles to the west of the localizer, turn right, heading 130 degrees to intercept, clear house approach 16 right, report established.
130, clear to set the ILS runway 16 right, Wilco, velocity 891.
UPS 84 Delta, we're going to see Gulf across 25 to the bay.
Qantas 55 requesting taxi to runway 16 right.
Bit of turbulence into Sydney, eh? Well, we do have the seatbelt signs on. Coming up on 10,000.
Qantas 46 correction, ILS established, runway 16 right, Qantas 462.
Cabin crew, please be seated for landing.
Qantas 462, 16 left, clear to land.
Crew is ready.
Clear to land, 1462.
Okay, approach checklist, altimeter set, cross checked, fuel transfer is off, pumps are in, hydrox standby PTU is on, passenger signs are on, caution panel is black, cabin is secure.
Qantas 55 requesting taxi to runway 16 right.
Qantas 462, confirm 16 left, that's 16 right, you're lining up full. Qantas 462.
Qantas 462, go ahead.
Qantas 462, lined up for 16 right, you're cleared for ILS 16 left.
I'm sorry, will I change to 16 left?
If you can, otherwise just you can land 16 right.
Yep, on final 16 right, we'll continue on 16 right, 462.
Qantas 55 taxi, Alpha 1 high plate 16 right, you can give way to the UPS 747.
That's the way to do it, Aaron. That's the way I did it. I didn't buy anything for ages, and then UPC.
Taxi via Alpha 1, giving way to the UPS 747.
Qlink 218 Delta, descend star 5000.
Send star 5000, Qlink 218 Delta.
Sydney Crown, Qantas 458, receiving India request push and start.
Qantas 458, can I get a read back on the PDC?
5000 is set.
Apologies, Qantas 458 is cleared to Melbourne by the runway 16 right, Dina 7 Alpha to Whiskey Oscar Lima. Then Hotel 65 Razi, back 29 Melbourne direct, climb by City 5000, departure frequency 124.4, 4453. push approved, Qantas 458.
Approach velocity 891, establish 16 right.
Velocity 891.
Hey, Qantas 8 Mike on the blocks, gate 12. Have a nice evening, bye bye.
You too, see you next time.
Yeah, see you.
Link 218 Delta, descent via star 3000 from anchor, fly heading 330.
Set via star 3000 from anchor 330 heading, Link 218 Delta.
Qantas 462 at Bravo 7.
City 891, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Matard!
16 right, velocity 8.
I agree, it's one of the best airlines around, I think. Might come in my number 2 spot.
Taxi Bravo,
Just by the
cross 25 to the
A321.
bay.
Taxi Bravo, cross runway 25 to the bay, Qantas 462, thank you.
Quite a lot of cloud come through here. We'll start that heading. There it is. Heading select. And we are now into ILS. ILS mode 155, 109.5.
Qantas 55, we're at holding point Alpha 1, waiting for the Boeing 737 to land in front of us. Requesting takeoff afterwards.
Qantas 55, after the arriving Virgin 737-16 right, line up wait behind.
After the Virgin 737-800, line up and wait to 16 right.
Okay, ice protection not required, 21 degrees down there. And we'll try to use reduced end-top for landing. Perhaps 10 with the 24 speed, 122, we'll do 127. Is that the right one? Flaps 10. Zero 95. 1,000 to go. Altitude is selected.
Approach velocity 891 vacated, we're on Bravo 7.
City 891, welcome to Sydney Taxi Bravo, cross 25 to the bay.
Qantas 55, runway 16 right, requesting takeoff clearance.
Qantas 5516 right, clear.
Qantas 55, clear for takeoff, 16 right. Thank you.
Qantas 458, ready for taxi. Qantas 458, taxi, Bravo 2, holding plate 16 right. Take the holding plate Bravo 2, runway 16 right, Qantas 458. Link 218 Delta, turn right, heading 070.
Running 070, Link 218 Delta. 070 is set. Speed 180.
Qantas 55, squawk mode Charlie.
Squawking mode Charlie, just give us 1 second. We are experiencing technical failure of some sort.
Check.
Killing 218 Delta, position 4 nautical miles to the west of the localizer, turn right, heading 130 degrees to intersect clear Dallas Bridge, runway 16 right, report established.
Heading 130 degrees and clear the last approach runway 16 right. Killing 218 Delta. Approach road is set. Localizer capture. Mist is 170 on the heading, set. 3000 is also set. Alrighty, up here we want minimum bleed set. Glide slope, power coming back. Reduce end top. Levers full. Checklist. Landing checklist, last protection not required, landing gear coming down. Condition levers set to maximum, flaps will be 10 for landing. Leads are set minimum. Link 218 Delta, establish 16 right.
Killing 218 Delta. Qantas 458, you ready?
Flaps 5. I'll take it all the way through, flaps 10. there's approach speed.
Killing 218 Delta, runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear to land, QLink 218 Delta. My aeroplane.
Detail, Qantas 458, apologies for reading out.
Qantas 458 after the arriving Q400, 16 right, runway behind.
Qantas 458, sorry, say that again, just a little quiet.
After the arriving Q400, runway 16 right, runway behind.
Behind the landing traffic, line up and way behind Qantas 458.
It's about 30 knots of headwind. Might actually want to increase our speed so I can get there faster. It does put the nose down a bit.
Qantas 55, can you score my Charlie now?
We are disconnecting due to, well, basically our aircraft going uncontrollable. Sorry.
1000.
Bye.
1001.
Light slow.
Correcting.
Light slow. Light slow.
Power. High on the slope now.
Plus 100.
Working it on this one.
Minimums. Minimums.
Continue. Slope, happy.
100.
Check.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Firm landing. Sports flight. Killing 218 Delta, make it.
Killing 218 Delta, welcome to Sydney Taxi Bravo, cross 25 to the bay.
Cross 25 into the bay, killing 218 Delta.
Cross 458, runway 16 right, lift takeoff, line airborne contact, set up 125.0 connect.
Pipes coming up.
581 airborne contact, sonar 125.0.
On table on central 125. clear for decimal 0 Qantas flight 80.
Indeed, Dave Stevens. We always like to see some takeoff videos from the cabin. Yeah, Lachlan, was a bit of a difficult one. It kind of wanted to dump itself into the ground and then it floated almost immediately. It was like, put the nose down, put the nose back up again. Then it just started rolling at random as well, so quite interesting. Little squirrely landing there. 28 knots, gusting up to 33. Alright, so the lights are in. Let's get that APU running. Apparently that's Lachlan right there. Good old Jetstar 320. That's what I needed. Weather radar coming to standby. And checklist after landing, control lock is on. Anti-collision lights are red, flaps are 0, weather radar standby, fuel pumps are off. Flight taxi to taxi. Ice protection is off, main bus tie goes tied. Our phone checks are completed. Running along a little bit quicker than I really want to be. Gate D67. Sydney to Adelaide and back. Sounds good to me. When are you flying that flight, David? And see you, Lachlan. Have a good one. Answering here, off to our right. Dave Stevens, I'm not sure about the horsepower on these things. They normally measure these things in Newton or kilonewtons, because it's thrust that you're measuring rather than the horsepower. I'll have to look that up. You'd think that I'd know about it, given that I have all of the manuals and stuff now. Okay then, thanks for that, JSX. There's the good old Qantas building and the Sheraton next to it. brakes are set. Okay, set these to start feather. And I'm going to drop out of frequency. Waiting 30 seconds. Transponder is off. There we go. 55 minutes total. There's time. Cabin crew, descendos. The feather is 30 seconds, so set on 30 seconds on start feather power before you can turn it off. Cool. Looking up here, we can leave that on. Drop that, drop these. Seatbelt signs are off. Looking good. All right. Where's that bus? Here, bussy, bussy. Is it anywhere to be seen at all? There it is. Good old Sydney Airport. Hanging out here, Sydney via Redfern on a Reedon Street. Alright, we're going to shut down the airplane, park it away, let those passengers get out first. I do want to stick in the tags. First thing, we'll drop the flight plan. Data services, request GPU, stick in the pins. The rest of that looks good to me. I do agree. The new livery on the Q-Links looks pretty good. And with that, I'm going to jump out. All the passengers going into the bus, take them up to the terminal. And into here we should see some tags. There they are. Do not remove before flight here. Got a red tag. As I said, don't walk through the prop arc because they will hit you on the head. Same thing down there. You should see a remove before flight tag. Hard to see. Same on this this landing gear over here. Good-o. Aircraft's pretty much secure. Jump back in. And let's go up here, we'll turn on the external power. That will disconnect the internal power. And there we go. We are one plug away from being completely cold and dark.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye. No, not back to Albury again. That's us. Sydney, Albury, and back again. New Qantas livery, was that 2017 or 2016? Somewhere around that way region. Yeah, it must be 17. Yeah, 2017. I remember when they released it and everybody was making fun of the fact that the kangaroo has no arms. Look at that. It's an armless kangaroo. Anyway, with that thought behind us, a little bombshell about the kangaroo having no arms, it's time for me to go. I do hope you've enjoyed flying to Albury and back in the Qantaslink Q400, an armless livery kangaroo. Till next time, I have been Musical Aviator, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao for now.